Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge daddelt, Aviary Attorney. Wir sind stehen geblieben nachdem wir den ersten Gerichtstag, den ersten Verhandlungstag überlebt haben und ein bisschen Zweifel an der Schuld unseres Klienten säen konnten. So, jetzt gilt es weiter nachzuforschen, um ihn zu entlasten. So, ein bisschen weiter hier rumforschen. Oder will ich dahin? Ich habe ehrlich gesagt noch keine Idee, wer die Schokolade gekauft haben. Ja, da sollten wir mal hingehen. Jetzt, wo wir wissen, was da los ist. Oh, hello again. Hi, Mousy.
Mousy, we have a message for you. It's from Prince Juan himself.
He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter, whatever that means. Oh, yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Prince Juan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them.
These are used train ticket stubs. It looks like two people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point, this, Mousy?
Prince Juan said that they would help with the trial. See the names.
Gautier Senior, Nicole Senior. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are.
Neither do I, really. Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets for these people and then to make sure they caught the train. And so that's what I did.
Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them just in case.
Ticket stubs have been added to your evidence folder.
Let's go, Sparrowson. I'm done playing courier.
Good call. Ich habe da schon so eine Idee. Schauen wir mal, wie sich das entwickelt. So. Da gab es eigentlich nicht wirklich Infos, ne? Bibliothek müssten wir auch nicht mehr. Rizal.
That's strange. I don't see any sign of the flower girl.
Do you think we scared her off? Das hatten wir ja schon.
Well, you know that I can flirt like a peacock and tail fanning mode. Well, we really don't have time for this discussion. Let's just continue our investigation elsewhere.
Gibt's noch was im Louvre? Falcon and Sparrowson once again find themselves in the Place du Carrousel, just outside the Louvre. So, which exhibitions are we visiting today? Wo sollen wir denn da rein? Ist hier noch was?
I think we found everything of value here we can possibly find. Let's not loiter.
Okay, so where shall we go next? Grand Galerie.
Looks like the porcupine fellow has left the building.
Do you want to ask him something?
Nothing in particular.
I just wanted some more details on this Renard Whoop.
But I suppose we'll have to leave it for now. I think we've bothered Monsieur Rubinho enough. Let's move elsewhere.
Are we all done here? Sieht so aus, ne?
Yep, let's make a move.
Good call. We can always come back later if we've forgotten something. Das hat mir den ganzen Tag gekostet. Ärgerlich. Oh, Office.
I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that
Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. We've still got 1 day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre, or maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canard. Something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet. Fuck. We need to talk.
What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up.
So, I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison.
Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
Maybe.
Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago.
Sparrowson! Sparrowson!
Ach du meine Güte. Wie sieht der denn aus?
Doctor, is Sparrowson okay?
Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed.
Oh, thank God.
How did you say this happened again?
It's a long story. Lawyering occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this?
I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment.
That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him.
Wait a moment. There is the matter of the bill.
We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm on one partner down.
I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands.
Ay. This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win the case like this.
Oh, I finally found you.
Did someone say something?
Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. Told you to drop the investigation, but you wouldn't listen.
Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward.
All right, I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you'll ever see. But Au revoir, J.J. Falcon. Was geht denn jetzt ab? What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2... Ui. Did it work? Oh, damn Cataline. I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice and acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up.
Shut up. I don't need to be lectured by a murderer.
I'm the murderer? Why, Monsieur Falcon? It was your accusations that put Baron Rogal on death row.
It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going?
Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to dumb Cataline. It wasn't my fault? Is that the excuse you make after all your failures?
I'm not making excuses.
Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ.
Don't call me JJ.
That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow.
My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can't do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too?
What? No, I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up. Oui. Pont des Arts. Come on, monsieur, wake up! I said wake up! You're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness, I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
Oh, my head. Where am I?
The Pont des Arts, by the Louvre, in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it.
Wait,
I know you. You're the disrespectful lawyer guy, Giro Falco or something.
what time is it? Actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
21st, 9 o'clock? Oh no, the trial! I should have been at the court d'assises 10 minutes ago.
Well, you're running late, but take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure there'll be understanding.
Maybe if I sprinted.
Your condition? That would be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes.
No time.
Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go.
What's this? A dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle. Gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you.
I was holding this? Then I suppose it has to be mine.
Fountain pen.
Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Hey, don't call me a fisherman!
Oh.
It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present?
Such unprofessionalism.
If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that the trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rushed to end the trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served.
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You're the prosecutor by definition. You're here to prosecute.
No. My job description is to prosecute, but I'm here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now walk with the jury. The defense is pressed, Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something?
Something like that.
Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule, so let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, Prosecutor Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in a contempt of court. Your Honor.
But, Your Honor,
rules are rules. One more word of either of you and I shall have you both disbarred.
it's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
The King of France! He's here!
Oh, are we doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
Your Majesty, what a surprise! We, well, you see...
You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began.
Well, the defense, he was late and...
pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying.
No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me.
And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
Fine. Proceed with this cursed trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre. Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. At the Grand Galerie, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed, we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames et Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony, it is the testimony of perhaps of the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all of the kingdom, aren't I?
I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve!
Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Oh, at the south entrance. Past through little fanfare. The Grand Galerie wird in die Painting Salle du Tibre. Da vielleicht?
Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle du Tibre uneventfully.
Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Galerie.
Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle du Tibre?
What did I see? Oh, well, Roman stuff mostly.
I meant, aside from the Roman artifacts, for example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest.
I have a reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw.
Then I suppose that you will have to proceed, Your Majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was that giant doorstep, and there was that copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf.
What?
Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No, please continue, Your Majesty.
I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her?
Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s.
A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was... Mademoiselle Signe?
Signe? That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Signe.
I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signe gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died.
Now, just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial, my tail feathers! The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates!
Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have no proof that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift rather than speculating that she's a murderer.
Yes! Shame on you, defense, implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial. Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was in fact poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised? The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that defense just had a realization of his own, that is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with this argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end.
I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office and Sparrowson ate it.
Stop, JJ. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot, pseudo-scientific experiment you perform do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty.
Oh, very well. I'm pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, monsieur.
I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection!
Ooh, sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrowson, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue. I even got the doctor's note, see?
It's too late, the trial is over.
You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why, I are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict, it is to ensure that justice is served.
I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profound sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane, monkswood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinical. We can skip that bit. Yada yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Folge.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecutor or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional, definitely proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. I could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
So then, what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous.
Tenuous.
Step above circumstantial. I have a proven link, not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Hall was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses? Who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Hello?
You! Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness!
Surprise witness?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cockaroo liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Senior, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Senior is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, that's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You want to testify? Do you understand what you're agreeing to?
I do. I have accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Senior as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Senior. Prosecuting is my job.
Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
The oath?
Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Catherine Marie Senior, and I'm a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Senior, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle du Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but the guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howe, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right! I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being cursed or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur, I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's.
Well, defense, it looks like you wormed the confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client Prince Juan completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up?
No, I haven't finished my examination.
No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance.
I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. I will if it will shoot you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. Can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Ta-da!
Please, take a look at these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs?
Look at the names.
Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe?
They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely.
Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there?
I am amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under the threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh and my flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, and he offered me a deal, assist him with murder and he would drop all debts, refuse and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
What a creative story! This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I have heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur. Listen, Mademoiselle Sin, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? Proof? You say the judge lent you money, then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof. The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him.
How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Sin? A link? Of course.
Members of the court, I know for certain that the mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus had made contact with Mademoiselle Senior in the past. I know this because at this very moment I'm holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene.
Oh.
I know this pen belongs to Judge Romulus, that much is obvious. But if I were to present it right now, it wouldn't prove anything. I have to find a link between Judge and... What are you waiting for, defense? Show us the supposed evidence of my...
Oh. Den Stift habe ich.
Everyone take a look at this. This item ties the judge directly to the scene of crime.
You're going to have to elaborate, JJ. How exactly does it do that?
Oh, I'm, not sure.
Useless. You're wasting everyone's time, defense. You lost a little favor with the jury. I know I have something. Something that proves Judge Romulus had a hand in the crime. Damn it. I want to take a look at this. This item has done. 999. Uh-oh. What then? Shit. Oh. Uh-oh.
Enough! You're overstepping your bounds as a defense attorney, Falcon. You've clearly proven that your client is innocent by tracking down the real murderer. Your job is done.
But, Your Honor, I'm afraid the judge is in the right here, JJ. It's obvious that you want to exonerate this mademoiselle, and that's admirable. But it's also obvious that you don't have the evidence to support your claims right here and now. Let this go. The mademoiselle can defend herself in her own trial. Oh, das war irgendwie nicht richtig.
So, we're in agreement, prosecutor. We're ready to wrap this up.
We are. I have no further questions to the defense or for Mademoiselle Sin.
Then I shall now converse with the jury to decide Prince Ward's verdict, although I suspect this won't take long.
Don't worry, Mademoiselle. We'll get you out of this. Won't we, Falcon? Sparrowson, you're clearly a caring individual, but this outcome is for the best. How the hell is this for the best? My parents are safe. That's all I wanted. Your parents? But what about you?
Well, that deliberation was straightforward. We find the defendant, Prince Roland Credido, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Your Honor, what will happen to me?
Well, you haven't been formally tried yet, but fortunately for you, we have a free trial slot this afternoon. We should be able to determine your guilt by nightfall. You may even see the blade of the guillotine by tomorrow. How lucky!
I see.
You look scared, mademoiselle. Don't fret. They sharpen the guillotine blades regularly. Nobody here likes gallows humor. Whatever. Court is adjourned.
Das gefällt mir nicht. I think this is goodbye. Thank you, Monsieur Falcon. Monsieur Sparrowson, you did your best. It can't end like this. This isn't how I wanted things to go, Senor Falcon.
No, me neither.
We mustn't blame ourselves. You made an admirable effort to save everyone.
What good is effort if these are the results I produce?
Tell me, Senor Falcon, do you know why I hired you as my defense lawyer?
I really don't.
I hired you because I thought you were a lawyer with a philosophy, an ideal, and I stand by that. You're a man with a strong ideal, it's just unrefined, like an unpolished gemstone. I'm sure that given enough time, your ideal will become refined and you will come to live up to your reputable family name. Falcon name is reputable? I didn't know that.
He's not talking about... But in any case, here's a payment. I don't deserve this.
Keep it. I dragged you into this. It's only fair that I compensate you for your time. I think this is the last you will see of Prince Juan. But feel free to come by the R&M Associates if you need any help in the future, Senor Falcon. Impressive, JJ. You actually managed to successfully defend your client.
Severin, are you going to be in charge of prosecuting Mademoiselle Senior?
Probably. Why?
Do you think you can get her a reduced sentence for attempting murder to the king?
I emphasize with the Mademoiselle JJ, but I'm not a miracle worker. No lawyer can save the flower girl now.
I'm going to get a drink.
Yeah, me too. Oh shit. Your game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? Den Tag würde ich gerne nochmal wiederholen. Das machen wir beim nächsten Mal, wenn es heißt Dennis daddelt Aviary Attorney. Macht's gut.